when I speak to a lot of leaders and working professionals pertaining to networking, there is one element which I assess a lot of them have possibly not leveraged to the best of their advantage, and that pertains to alumni networks. Many individuals who I speak to, even from the top league institutions, they have not leveraged the power of their institutions, network, or the alumni networks to the best of their capability. Some of them, right from the time that they've graduated, they've hardly had any kind of interaction with their fellow alumni. There have also been people who have joined the alumni club or the alumni association. However, there has not been any participation from my end. So these days, most institutions have a very organized or structured way in terms of how they harness or leverage the power of their alumni. And my observation is, even institutions which may not be the top league institutions, even those institutions these days have an active alumni association. When it comes to, of course, the top league institutions or some of the more renowned institutions, they definitely have a more methodical and structured alumni club. And what we all need to understand, especially people who have the good opportunity to be a part of the alumni networks or alumni clubs, we should ensure that we maximize the true potential of those particular associations or clubs. Because the objective of that particular club or association is twofold. One is definitely for the alumni to contribute back to the institution, and also for the institution to provide various support elements or create an ecosystem for the pass outs or graduates who have completed the education from that particular institution. So understand that when it comes to your overall network, the alumni network of the institution from where you've graduated or done your college or even school is going to be extremely significant, and it's always great for you to leverage the power of those entities or those clubs or associations. So I would share with you my perspectives. There are 6 perspectives which I would share pertaining to leveraging the power of the alumni networks. So regardless of your institution where you've done your education or graduation or post-graduation, or for that matter even schooling, being a large organization or a large entity, or possibly not so renowned one, most institutions these days have some form of alumni connect happening. So please join any such initiative pertaining to your academic institution or alma mater. So please keep watch out for whether your concerned institution has alumni initiatives or alumni club or alumni association, in case you're not very clear about it, and definitely join those initiatives. It's definitely going to be good for you. Post joining, and you're already a part of the alumni club or alumni association, what you need to do is try to participate in maximum events as much as possible. I know most of us are busy, so we may not have too much of time to participate in various initiatives. However, wherever we can, please try to be a participant or participate in those initiatives, because it brings in a lot of benefits. Even if there are continuing education opportunities, webinars, or various other panel discussions, roundtable events, or any such symposium, conferences, as long as you can take time out and attend or participate in those events, it's going to be good for you, and it's also going to be good for your institution, because the institution also can get a benefit from your participation or you being a part of that particular event. Then the next point is always focus on what you can give back to your institution. And of course, even through alumni networks, what you need to understand, it cannot be a one-way relationship. It has to have this concept of give and take. You have to nurture relationships. So you can't look at even the alumni networks in a transactional manner. You will have to look at it in a manner where you add value, at the same time you also derive value. So there are opportunities pertaining to mentoring support, which you can gain in case you're a part of the alumni network, where you can reach out to senior alumni and request them for mentoring opportunities. And in the same way, you can also mentor the younger alumni of those institutions who may have passed out recently. Always understand, for most individuals, your college or school days are possibly some of the most exciting periods of your life. So most individuals have very fond memories of their school and college days. So when it comes to fellow alumni, even in case someone has not studied with a certain person, there is always going to be some element of connect. So even if you don't know someone directly, possibly you have not studied together, still the bond pertaining to that particular institution will always be a good bond. There's always going to be some emotional connect, because every person who has graduated from a certain institution have spent some of the best years of his or her life in that institution. There are fond memories, and most individuals would definitely have that thought of trying to help out someone from that same institution if he or she reaches out to that particular individual. So you can seek out people or professionals or successful entrepreneurs, depending on who you want to reach out to from your alma mater, and seek their support in terms of mentoring, as well as mentor other young graduates of your institution. That's going to be good. The fourth element is going to be pertaining to networking. Definitely look at opportunities, how you can network within your alumni ecosystem, because that's going to be extremely vital. Networking, again, has to be all about nurturing. It cannot be one way. So just like how you network and you have your own goal possibly, however, ensure that you also support your fellow alumni in achieving their goals in whatever way possible. When you participate, when you network, and you are a part of that ecosystem, you will realize that a lot of opportunities, depending on your requirement, would come to you. It could be pertaining to job referrals, it could be pertaining to entrepreneurship or joint venture initiatives. So regardless of whatever your objective is, in case you are an active participant in your alumni ecosystem, there are always going to be opportunities which may come your way, as long as you're visible, and definitely you're adding value to others as well, because that theory of reciprocity is always necessary. So if you're a part of the entire ecosystem, definitely you can be rest assured that be it job referrals or be it opportunities to associate with your fellow alumni pertaining to business opportunities, that's always going to be there. Then the final point is always follow the social media handles of your institution. Even if your institution doesn't have a very active alumni association, I'm sure every institution has its own social media pages. It could be on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Threads, or any other. So what you need to do is follow those pages and get updates or information pertaining to those social media handles. In case your institution of which you are an alumni of, it has an alumni portal, you should be checking that alumni portal or logging into the alumni portal at regular intervals. If there is a job board, and in case you're looking out for jobs or for a job opportunity, definitely you should be accessing the job boards as well. In case there is a group on WhatsApp, it's good for you to be a part of the group and network with people who you've studied with or possibly you have not studied with. However, you're part of the same alumni ecosystem. So these are the 6 points when it comes to leveraging the power of the alumni networks. Understand that as compared to any other network, the bonds, especially in terms of the emotional bonds, may be much stronger when it comes to your school or college or institutional alumni networks. So my best wishes to you to harness the power and strength of these networks. All the very best.